This might not seem intense to some people, but for me, it was. It was my first time pitching a tent in proper windy conditions, and I honestly didn't know what I was doing. I brought my new Helm Compact 2 to the Peak District, hoping for a peaceful solo wild camp, but nature had other plans. It was loud, chaotic, overwhelming at times, but somehow, in the middle of all that mess, you figure it out, and it ends up being a really great experience. So I've just taken my first break. I am sweating. It's like one of the hottest days today, and I did leave quite late, to be fair. That's why the sun, or the clouds are covering the sun right now, which I actually don't mind because it's nice and refreshing. So I am back in the Peak District. I'm gonna go up Grindslow Knoll again. I did go here on my first wild camp. I'm not gonna wild camp where I pitched last time. I've got two options basically. One's a little bit risky and the other one's a bit more safe. I don't know yet which one I'm gonna go for. Just gonna see on the timing. It's about 6 o'clock now and sunset is about 9 o'clock I think, so I've got a couple of hours to get up, so I should be fine. So I've actually done this exact same route before, so a part of me thought it would be much easier this time around. But honestly, the ascent was just as tough as I remembered. It was steep, uneven and relentless in some parts. But still, I managed it with fewer breaks and a quicker time than the last time. So I guess that's progress, right? It's the little wins that keep you going, and once you get to the top, it's all worth it. The view up here never gets old. No matter how many times I come back, it always takes my breath away. There's just something about the way the light hit the hills, the silence, the space. It reminds me why I keep on returning. The Peak District is truly one of the most beautiful places I know. Okay, so I'm on top of Grindslow Knoll. I don't know if you can hear it right now. I need to find a pitch up here. Place to pitch my tent. There is so many people here. It's actually great. But it's really, really close to the path, which I don't like. It's really windy up here as well. So I think I found my spot down there. But I mean, I'm nowhere near the path, if that makes sense. I just need to figure out a safe way to get down there. So I've decided I am going to stay here. Very exposed to the wind, but it should be fine because I got a brand new tent to test out today and I'm really, really excited. I'm a bit on a slant, which is not great, but I wanted to go up here because the views in front is just incredible, you guys. Just look at this. Look at that. And there's so many wild campers today. Literally everywhere I look, I see like 1 or 2 tents at least. It's really windy, so I'm going to put my jacket on now. So my new purchase is the Terra Nova Helm Compact 2, and I'm so excited to pitch this, and hopefully this is a much better tent. Well, I know it's going to be a much better tent, but I'm really excited to use this, and what not better place to use it, you know, literally on the side of a summit-ish, and it's really kind of windy, so this is the perfect time. I did pitch this yesterday at home just to make sure that I got everything, so come pitch my tent with me. When I started looking for a new tent, I knew I wanted something durable in strong winds, but also spacious and reliable enough for wild camping. The Wild Country Helm Compact 2 by Terra Nova kept coming up, and while it's not exactly the most ultralight tent out there, it's still a mid-tier 3 to 4 season tent that's highly rated and even award-winning. I didn't really mind the extra weight since it's pretty similar to my nature hike tent anyway. One of the reasons I also chose this tent was because I wanted something suitable for summit while camping. Something my previous tent was limiting me from doing. I also love the colour, it feels more stealthy and blends in beautifully with the natural surroundings, which is obviously ideal when you're trying to stay low-key in the wild. That was a little bit harder than I thought, just because the wind was just literally crazy. And I forgot to put the footprint, so I need to figure out a way to basically try and slide it down. I did practice setting up at home, but pitching in heavy winds was a completely different story. I'm not gonna lie, it was tough, especially when I forgot to attach the footprint first. Trying to slide it underneath while the tent was catching the wind, yeah, not my brightest moment. Looking back, I should have pegged it down straight away, before it nearly flew off. Lesson learned, definitely. That said, the setup is really straightforward. Everything's color-coded, so once you get the hang of it, it's easy to follow. This tent definitely feels more durable than my old one, but I'm not ready to let go of my Star River 2 just yet. It's nice having both options depending on the trip. I just want to add, this is not a sponsorship by the way. I just truly love both tents. Inside the tent, it's all built. I just watched, well, a little bit of the sunset, but it's literally gone all foggy, cloudy should I say. So far, this tent, I can say it's so much better than my Nature Hike Star River 2, because my Nature Hike Star River 2 would be probably like flapping away right now. I'm gonna go and make myself some food now because I am starving. So I'm gonna have to make food inside here because it's really windy and it's just started raining. So the food for tonight is very, very simple. I've got a can of Coke. I'm gonna have some chicken and sweet corn flavored rice. And I'm gonna fry some spam because I love spam so much and it's like so easy to cook. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And I did also invest in a new pan, or frying pan should I say. This one is from Fire Maple and apparently it's non-stick, so I'm gonna test it out today and see if it's really non-stick. I left my knife at home, so I'm gonna have to use, it's like a all-in-one sort of kit, so I'm gonna have to use this to cut this up a little bit. Oh, this should be interesting. gonna have my dinner. I've got my rice and then I've got my spam, and I love my spam like really kind of nearly burnt, like crispy. And then I actually got this as well. This is a McDonald's sweet chili because why not? I'm so excited because I'm so hungry. It's so good. I must say, this pot, non-stick. It's so good. It is raining a lot outside and very windy. And I must say, this tent is doing the job. I can't see anything now. It's very cloudy, misty. It wasn't forecasted to be like this. It was actually forecasted to be like quite nice and like a beautiful sunset and apparently like stars everywhere, but I guess you can never trust the weather apps. Okay everyone, so it's now 10:30 in the evening and I'm gonna go sleep. So far, this tent has been really amazing, you guys. Like the winds are actually pretty strong today. I think currently it's about 15-20, but it is gonna go up I think to about 30, which originally wasn't on like the weather forecast, but I just looked now and it is now. So I am pretty tired, so I'm hoping I get a good night's sleep tonight, despite the wind. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the morning. Last night, the wind really picked up. I think it reached about 40 miles per hour at one point. Despite that, the tent held up surprisingly well. I did wake up a few times through the night, but overall, I still managed to get a decent night's sleep. By morning, everything had settled, no dramatic sunrise, but the calm, misty air hanging over the valley was something else. Soft fog rolled through the hills, just enough to see the outline of the landscape. And honestly, it was beautiful in its own quiet way. Good morning everyone. It is very early. It's about 5 o'clock. I did wake up about 4:30. I was hoping for a sunrise, but as you can tell, we're not going to get one today. It's just very cloudy today. And we had some pretty strong winds yesterday and my tent lasted. I'm actually really happy. Really impressed with this tent. It was very hard to pitch yesterday because I'm actually in an angle. It slopes down this way. But I slept pretty well, so. Packing up always takes a bit longer than expected, especially when everything's a little damp and the wind keeps catching the gear. But honestly you guys, I actually don't mind it. There's something kind of nice about slowly putting everything away, knowing that the hard part is done, and it's just a journey down left. This trip definitely challenged me in a few ways. Pitching in that wind wasn't easy, and I made a few mistakes I'll definitely remember for next time. But the tent held up, I stayed warm, and honestly, I feel a bit more capable because of it. That's what I love about these solo wild camps. They push you, but quietly. And you end up learning without really meaning to. It's not always about having the perfect setup or a flawless experience. Sometimes it's just about showing up, figuring things out as you go, and finding small moments of peace in between the chaos. Even when things don't exactly go to plan, it still feels worth it. So it's now time to head down, drive home, and have a proper hot shower. So until next time, bye bye.